see that drop frames is at 0%. Okay, at the bottom of the OBS, you see that bar?
Right here?
Yeah. Yeah, that's where you're going to look for. When you hit start streaming, that's the first place your eyes are going to go. It's right down there. You want to see if you're dropping any frames. And right now we're not. Now, if you start throwing errors at YouTube or Facebook, the frame rate can't keep up or something like that, come back here and take a look. See if you're dropping frames in OBS. If you are, that's the internet. Then your eyes should go to the right side, where right now you're connecting it. You're sending 4.5 megs. You know, that green bar, the bars are green, and you're sending out the full amount. You know, it'll toggle between, maybe 4,000 and 5,000. You know, it's going to toggle between there. But you're not dropping any frames right now, so you're looking really good. Your CPU is at 3.2%, so that's very low. I mean, right now your internet and this machine are great, but that internet is up and down. It's not like it's great this minute and next minute it's going to be awesome too. There's no guarantee of that. So, but we're good right now. So now that you've looked at your settings, we're not dropping frames. Things appear to be connected really well. Let's just go back to your browser you already have open. So just click on the bottom bar to Edge. Yeah, and open your window there, and let's check YouTube first. I always check YouTube first. So just go back to, open that. Yeah, we want to go back to YouTube.
Okay, I got you.
So what we're looking at now, what happened? Go back to YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we always check YouTube
Wait a minute,
first.
that's not YouTube.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
It's got the red studio up there. It's YouTube Studio.
Okay.
This is the post we just set up, but it automatically switches screen when you're streaming. So you see that excellent connection dot right there?
Yes, I do.
That's what we're looking for. Okay, the player's playing is showing your video. That's what you're coming here to look at. Now we're getting no data. Let's go back to OBS and see why. It says no data right there. See where it's green and it says no data? That's interesting to me. And now you got to... So we're dropping no frames. I don't know if you're really having a problem. But let's go back to YouTube. Something is up, but we're not dropping frames. All the settings are right. And now it says excellent connection again. Do not take action when you see this kind of stuff, like weird errors like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes these systems just aren't the best trackers, all right? So the best thing would be to do is also have your phone handy and go to YouTube and look. Is it streaming? Is it staying connected? Because, right now we have excellent connection, but it said no data for a second, but that makes no sense. And so we went to OBS to look at the bottom, and we were fine. We have no drop frames. So go back to OBS one more time.
Okay.
You're just going to toggle on that bottom bar. This is, so now we still have 0 drop frames at the bottom. You see that?
Yeah.
And then we have 4 to 5,000 kbps. We're streaming fine. So it threw an error, but we don't have an error. So, you just got to check this, make sure you feel confident, and then you can use a phone or another machine and go watch it on YouTube if you want. But don't freak out if that error comes up and start clicking around OBS and stopping things, because you're really not having a problem. So let's go back to the browser again. We're gonna check YouTube one more time, and we're on excellent connection, and the video's coming in. That's really what we're looking for. The video is coming in, and we have excellent connection. If we start to drop frames in OBS, then we may start seeing yellow errors pop up. If it's green or yellow and it's changing the text, it's fine. If it goes red down below, that dot that's green right now is green or yellow, you're good. But if it goes yellow, just take pictures of what you're seeing and send it to us. But don't stop anything, because yellow doesn't mean you're down. Red means you're down. And so now we've checked that YouTube streaming. We're live. We're excellent connection. Cool. Let's go to the tab of Facebook, and let's check Facebook. And so at this point, scroll to the very top and of the middle area to the top, and we see the video coming in, right? So we're good. The only thing you need to do before you can go live here is say something about it. So you scroll down and you put a title description on the right, and you can just do test, start testing rigging for jams, and then let's actually send it live so we can see if it stays connected. We'll sit here for a few minutes testing everything, and then save, and then go ahead and click to the left, go live when you're ready on Sundays, but we're going to click it now, and now we're live on the web. Now, what you could do is you could do another browser tab, so you can hit the plus one more time at the top of the browser.
Okay.
And we're live on Facebook, so we're good.
I don't. Okay.
There's a plus. No. Yeah, there we go. Oh, keep going over. There's a big plus sign. No. Yeah.
Well, see what you call
Don't close that window.
Well, I can't see it exactly because Zoom is covering it up.
Window out of the way.
Well, it's not the window. It's the drop down. You know what I'm saying? The drop down.
No, I don't. All that stuff should be movable.
Oh,
or
really?
move your browser around or something.
Oh, it is movable. Okay, I didn't know that. All right. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
and
put
then
that back
hit the
up.
plus, on your browser, and just go to redeemsayso.org. I just want you to, I suggest as the tech team or getting your stream going, you should check everywhere. So that's what the purpose of this having the browser open is, just making sure I am streaming at YouTube, check. I'm streaming at Facebook, check. I'm streaming at the website, check. And so then you're like, okay, we're good everywhere. Let's go. So go to media, live streaming, or right there's good. That's fine. However you want to get there. And let's just make sure it's coming in here. Now, it's loading. We're good. Okay. So now let's go back to YouTube and let's see if we're getting any no data or errors. That's not the right one. Maybe we'll close that one. Okay, here we're still green with excellent connection. I would trust that more than anything, but I didn't like that no data we got earlier, but whatever. That's just YouTube being weird. Go to Facebook and let's check our stats there. Okay, one person's watching. Where did you see like FPS errors come up in Facebook?
It was like a bubble, like an error bubble that pops up saying OBS disconnected, and then it would say OBS reconnecting, and it just kept doing it over and over again.
Yeah, that's internet. So if that's happening again, you're going to want to go to speedtest.net, and you're going to want to run a speed test in another browser. You would go to your plus symbol again, add another tab, and go to speedtest.net and run you don't want to do this much while you're streaming because it's going to consume bandwidth while it's testing your bandwidth. So you can do it now because we're not really live, but you want to be careful how much you do this during a live service, and only do it if you're showing errors so that you can, what you're trying to do is get data so you can share it with the people you rent the building from and say, look, so we tested at first, we were testing at 50 down speed. Now we're barely getting half that. That to me shows that your internet is not the most stable. It'll test 50 1 second, and now look, now that this upspeed seems to be going well. So our internet's good right now, but we're testing at 40, but you'll notice it's sporadic, right? And that's problematic. If it gets too sporadic and it really tanks, now that's going to be a problem. So, but we haven't hit that yet. So now go to OBS. Let's look at OBS. And really, as a tech team, you need to know what these tools are telling you. Okay, look at this. We've dropped frames. So you've dropped a few frames already. 489 frames have dropped. And
right.
So this is the reason that this is dropping frames. All right, is the internet is up and down. Now that could have happened right when you hit the speed test. It could have gone up, but it's not going up right now. So the numbers stopped. It's 489, and if it was continuing to go up, like it's continuing to drop frames, now you have a bigger internet problem. It's active right now. So let's go ahead and go to your browser one more time on the bottom bar, and let's open the speed test, and let's hit the go button on there again. Hit that little go on the left, and then you can hit it loud. Hit the go now and go right back to OBS now. We're running a test. Let's see if the test affects your stream. Go back to OBS, hurry. I want to see if the numbers start going up.
Yeah,
so we're at 486, now we're at 696, okay? Now we're going up, 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 up. We're going up, 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 up. and now the test is going to be over. So the test is causing you to drop frames right now. That's okay. We wanted to test it, but notice on the internet on the right, it's red now. And now we're getting 0K connection. And now, so you got a problem with your internet. Look at the red, and it's trying to send. It's really freaking out. Now it's yellow on your internet. Now it's back to green. Okay,
Right.
very, very sensitive internet right now. So now go back to the browser. Let's hit YouTube and see if YouTube is. And now we're yellow again in OBS. See, you don't have good internet there. But we're saying, okay, here we say YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, that's a yellow error. You haven't disconnected yet. But this could start causing a lot of problems for your website users, for Facebook, for YouTube. So you definitely don't want to run speed tests during your stream because it's too fragile. I would definitely talk to people you rent from and say, look, can we work on upgrading this? Can we get a more stable internet connection? Can we move to fiber? Can we do something? Nowadays, usually you don't have to pay a lot more to get that, but you have a very, very fragile internet.
Would a booster work if I buy a booster?
You don't want to use things like that because if you have a small stream and you're boosting it, it's not as good as just getting a better internet stream. Are you able to talk to people who own the building?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, then I wouldn't do anything that adds another device, and none of that's as good as just going to the stores and saying, let's check it, let's make sure our router doesn't have a problem, let's call the internet company and see if we can get a new router installed and upgrade our internet to gigabit or whatever they offer. Something fiber would be nice. But if you're going up and down, this is the only thing that's going to fix it. And we just kind of proved that your internet is the problem because all we did was run a speed test, which you should be able to do that and stream at the same time. That's not a problem. But it totally brought you down,
Yeah.
just running a speed test. That's not okay, So let's go back to OBS and check your internet. It looks like from YouTube everything is green, so I'm assuming here it's green, and our drop frames aren't going up anymore. So, if you understand where to look, you'll notice it. But because it's the internet, we're not like changing settings in OBS. We're not going to do anything because everything's right now. The only factor right now is internet, and so if you start seeing it go haywire, just realize, okay, if I stop it, I'm gonna be cutting the stream. So let it go. It will probably reconnect and get better, but it could cause little blips for people on YouTube or Facebook or the website. The website could, if you lose enough packets, the website's just gonna go right back to welcome, we're glad you're here video. So you want to fix this, and you want to have very good, stable internet. So I would talk to the owners of the church, but we're set up on YouTube, we're set up on Facebook. We could lower your bit rate so you're not sending as much data, and that could help too. But now you're sending a lower quality stream.
Right.
You should have the capability to send a high quality 1080 stream. I mean, this isn't overkill. We're only sending 4.5 megs a second. So as long as your internet stays good, we're okay. But it's so fragile that, man, even running a speed test just brought it to its knees for a second.
Okay.
So, that's it. Any questions for me?
No, now that I understand what the problem is, I can have a talk with the owner.
Yeah, no, really, what I would say is, hey, do we have better options for internet? Can we go fiber? Can we upgrade are you on Wi-Fi on this?
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
So a wired connection helps too. So your Wi-Fi connection down there, yeah. I mean, if you were able to I don't even know if your laptop has the ability to plug a cable into it, but and I don't know if they have a cable you could plug into it and plug into the wall. But Wi-Fi is weaker than wired internet, and so there's a few things you can do on your own with that, but that that is a now what you're doing is, because you're on Wi-Fi, now you have a Wi-Fi router that could be the problem. It may not be just the internet connection; it may be the actual hardware that's there that you're connecting to wirelessly through. So there's certain factors that could be the problem.
Okay.
But it's all on that network. That's the problem. That's where you need to focus the attention to.
Okay.
All right, cool guys. And then have your wife reach out to support@faithnetwork.com, and then she can request a training session, and then that will kind of open a line of communication with Wyatt, because we're here for you too. Like if she's like, hey, I don't remember how to do this, but I want to add this to a page. Can you help me? They can help anytime. And typically they'll communicate so she can keep learning and understand what she needs to do. We never want her frustrated or anything. She should always just communicate, and we can get on Zooms and help. And, we're here for her at every step. So whatever she's trying to do, they'll be really good to teach her what's going on and how to do it herself. But we're also capable of just saying, oh, let us pop that change in real quick for you. So have her reach out and start that training and open that line of communication with those guys.
I sure will. Well, I appreciate you.
Pastor.
Thanks a
yes,
lot.
Sir. Yeah, have a good day. Reach out if you need anything.
All right.